Okay, so thank you everyone for joining today's webinar. Today will be all about ticket event websites. We've got some great information to share with you guys, but before we dive in, I'm just going to do some quick housekeeping for today's webinar. So just please remember you have the ability to minimize or maximize your control panel using the arrow button in the upper left corner. If you have any questions throughout the webinar, feel free to submit them using the question pane on the control panel. If for any reason your question does not get answered, someone will follow up with you, so don't stress there. And then, of course, all of our webinars are recorded, and we do share the slides and the actual on-demand webinar link for you to rewatch within 24 to 48 hours after the webinar. So with that said, I hand things over to our ticket event expert here, Jake.
Thank you, Danielle. I appreciate it. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Jake Unger. I'm part of our TicketSignup team, and today, the webinar, we're going to talk through a ticket event website. So I know we've done a few TicketSignup 101 webinars, kind of basics on who we are. Today, we're really going to dive a little bit deeper into the ticket event website, how we can make it look really nice and elevate your event. So for today's agenda, we'll talk through some website basics, some checklist items, kind of what to think through when planning and preparing your ticket event website. We'll talk about the event branding, some best practices, but also some of the key features and tools that we have that can really, again, elevate the brand for your ticket event. We'll talk about our cover page feature, and then we'll also jump into a demonstration where I'll walk through building out a ticket event website from scratch. So a little bit about who we are, RunSignup, TicketSignup, and GiveSignup. Just some background on us. So we have a few different divisions. RunSignup is our registration platform, really purpose-built for run, walk, ride, endurance events, race directors. GiveSignup is our peer-to-peer fundraising event platform, purpose-built for nonprofit organizations that maybe have peer-to-peer events. And then we have TicketSignup, that's a purpose-built ticket event platform for both for-profit and nonprofit organizations. Our mission is to make free and easy make it free and easy for small businesses and nonprofits to generate more revenue, grow their events, and engage their attendees. And we create free and easy to use event software that you can fully control, customize, and go along. We've been able to help customers raise over $1.4 billion since 2010, and we help support over 26,000 events on our platform. So about TicketSignup, we're great for simple events, complex events, and even multi-day events. I'll walk through a few examples of those three. So whether you're looking for just a quick, easy ticket event solution to go live with your events, if you're looking for a more complex solution, or even if you have multiple day events that run throughout the course of a month, we have some solutions for all of those. Able to generate and build out custom questions so you get the information that you need to collect for that event. We have the ability to attach waivers for your event, as well as get notifications if you're the event director as well. Some of the challenges that we hear and run into from time to time is refund policies and chargeback management. We have some great tools that are built into our solution as well to help minimize that. We also have a merch store, so if you have additional items along with your event, whether it be t-shirts or koozies, we have the ability to attach those merchandise purchases along the ticket event transaction process. We have self-serve ticket management for attendees and directors, so we make it really, really easy for your attendees to manage their tickets. So think if it's like a festival event, and I purchased a Friday ticket and I get sick and I'm not able to attend, or weather comes, it makes it really easy for me as the attendee to manage my ticket and transfer that ticket to another day if your event allows for that. We also have a free mobile check-in app we'll talk a little bit about to streamline some things on event day, as well as built-in free email marketing and that free website, which we'll focus on this afternoon. So I'm gonna go through some website basics here. So websites, are how the world interacts with your event. So think of your website almost as that vehicle for your event to give the attendees all the information that they would need to know about the event, but as well as attract those attendees to your event as well. So making sure that your website is that ambassador. You want to speak for you and engage your audience for that event. So what makes a website effective? The content, it should be aligned with your goals. So sitting down and going through and defining those goals beforehand, and ensure each of those goals are being addressed. Some examples of some goals to think through before your event is the brand for your ticket event. Do you have a color scheme? Do you have a logo? Do you have some branding picked out to, again, elevate that event and make that event page look really nice? Drive ticket sales. Is that a focus for your event? Is your goal to sell as many tickets as you can, or do you have a cap and a limit on the amount of tickets you can that your or attendees that can come to your event? So think through what that goal is, whether it's selling more tickets or capping it at a certain level. We have some tools that can help with both. Collecting that custom information on the entire purchase for each ticket itself. So thinking through, what is the information that I need to collect for my attendees? Do I only need the name and email address of the person purchasing the tickets, or do I need the information for each ticket that's issued? So again, thinking through that information that you'd like to collect. Promote the value in the services being offered. So what's included in that ticket purchase? Is it just admission to the event, or does it come with some perks, or do you have VIP general admission levels that include certain things and different items? But also showcasing the sponsors if that's applicable for your event. So what's included in your free ticket event website? You're able to brand your ticket website by customizing the colors, the header images, and your domain all on your event site. You're able to add unlimited content by creating custom content sections. So these default to your ticket info page, but you can separate these into sub pages. So think through like FAQs, parking information. If it's a concert event, having the band information or even playlists or set times on your event page. Organizing your event into those separate pages or unique menu items and sub-menu options. And again, making it professional with that dynamic cover page to act as kind of that event ambassador for your own page. And including the key information automatically by including data components. So whether it be a calendar, a countdown clock, we have some really, really slick tools that can help automatically bring in that key information for your event. So before you begin planning these website components, again, keep in mind those main goals for your event and create that checklist to go through of things that are needed to help support these goals. So for example, the branding, we talked about that, going through the logo, the colors, the images of past events if you have them, the messaging content, links to other sites if you want to direct them back to your Facebook page or direct them to your organizational website. Being able to have that, also event videos, promotional videos, maybe a recap video from last year's event. Those ticket options being defined, so what's offered with each of those ticket options, those frequently asked questions that your attendees might have, being able to lay all that out there. So for someone that's coming to your event site, they have all the information they need, they know what's included in each ticket, and get those questions answered. The services and add-on purchases, are you selling swag? Do you have t-shirts? Do you have additional merchandise that you'd like to include? And then also thinking through the pricing strategy as well. Would you like to have early bird pricing, price increases, pricing incentives with combo tickets, all things to sort of think through as you're planning before you really get into setting up your event site. And then also the sponsors. So gathering the sponsor logos, the information, if there's deals that they're offering, having all that information. So I'm going to jump into some website event branding. So the first thing, and when I get into the demonstration piece, this will become a little bit more clear because I'll walk through all of these, how to set your color scheme, how to go through your event theme. But the first step is jumping into your dashboard and going through your event theme. So what's the theme of your event? Do you have a color scheme? We have some pre-built color schemes that you can choose from, but I always recommend setting up a custom color scheme that really ties into your organization or ties into your event or your logo. That banner image, do you have a banner image that's created? We have some recommendations of some tools that we can suggest to help create a nice looking banner image. Your social media links, custom wording. So with custom wordings, think of like buy tickets or sign up or purchase now. How do you want that displayed on your event site? So the ticket theme, the color scheme, I mentioned this, we have some pre-built color schemes that are there for you, but I always recommend putting in a custom color scheme, and I'll show here in a little bit a tool that's available online where you can pull the exact color scheme that your organization has. Your event logo. So do you have a specific logo for your event, or are you going to use your organizational logo or your nonprofit logo? Again, all things to think through and customize in your event page. The ticket theme banner image. So we talked a bit about this, is having a nice looking banner image that's going to capture the attention of your attendees when they come to your page. I think having a nice banner image really helps that event page pop and grabs that attention and elevates that page. So we have a tool built in, and again, it'll make a little bit more sense when I jump into the demonstration portion. But enabling our cover page option, it allows you to customize your event page a bit more. As I scroll through some of these slides, you'll see some examples of cover pages. A few of these are run walk examples. And I promise I'll show some specific ticket event cover page examples as I get into the demonstration portion. But replace your home page and spotlight these key goals for your event. The cover page, it's mobile optimized. It's a mobile optimized landing page. So whether you're on your phone or a desktop, it renders very nicely. It's a customizable header and content branded for your event. Again, so bringing in the color scheme and the different aspects of your event, branding it within that cover page. And also being able to add those action and custom buttons to drive action. So sign up, donate, visit our website, highlighting some of those call to action buttons. So here's a few example cover pages that some of our partners have used. Again, these are a few run, walk, ride, endurance events. I promise I'll show some really nice ticket event examples here in a bit. The next piece is to create that cover page and that header banner. So we have the ability to have, whether it be one header banner, or you can even rotate up to 5 banners and include a slideshow within your event page. A variety of content options. So whether you want to add a full width section or 2 columns, countdown clocks, custom actions, the event theme and colors are all applied to these content blocks that you create. And also the dynamic content for data as well. So that's where you pull in, whether it be a calendar for your event or the countdown clock. We also include the ability to include a event video. So if you have a YouTube video, whether it be a promotional video to promote your event for this year, or if you have a nice recap video from last year, if it's an annual event, really helps build excitement for the event for this year. So when creating the cover page, you have those content sections. I mentioned you can create those full width sections or even 2 columns. This is an example on this slide here of how you can include 2 columns. So maybe have a column in a section for FAQs and questions that your attendees may have, or visit our website. So again, being able to customize that event page to your liking and to the information that your supporters would be looking for. So the custom actions on the cover page, so whether it be the ticket event info, those call to action buttons, donate now, registration, the custom URLs as well. So being able to direct or redirect your supporters and attendees, ticket purchasers to other pages within this cover page. And then I talked a little bit about the data components as well. So calendars, event tiles, countdown clocks, donation goal thermometers, or even social media. We have a new feature on the ticket events, which is our email capture form. So I think this is a really powerful tool for your ticket events, and not only just trying to encourage folks to sign up while they're on the page, but we've come to realize that there's a lot of folks that will visit your event page with intentions of signing up, but maybe not today. So being able to capture those email addresses to build up your marketing lists within your event page. So you can have, whether it be a pop-up or a slide-in email capture, you can customize the language. This example here, thinking about coming to Vancouver, ask for their first name, last name, email address to get more information. Think about, interested in signing up for a newsletter or interested in learning more about this event or future events. So creating that email capture form to collect that information, not only for this event, but future events and marketing campaigns that your organization may do. We have the ability to add your domain or subdomain. So when you create an event page, and I'll show here in a second, we're automatically going to assign a URL for your events, but you're also able to bring your own. So if you own a domain, or if you own a subdomain or want to go purchase one on GoDaddy or one of the other sites available, you're able to do so. So not only can we help brand your event page, but you can also have that URL and that custom domain for your event as well. And then the last step is just that quality review. You have a new event website, so I suggest putting it into private mode where maybe you can share it out with a couple of your colleagues to get a second look. Go through a couple of test transactions as well on your event just to see how everything works and flows as if you were an attendee. So I'm going to switch gears here a little bit, and I'm going to jump into a demonstration and walk through the steps right from starting an event page, the ticket event wizard, to the dashboard, the cover page, and I'll show a lot of these features that we talked about here earlier. So to get to start a new event, if you're new to use our tools, you would go to TicketSignup.io, and if you hit this Get Started Free button, it'll then take you to what we call our ticket event wizard. So the ticket event wizard is just a few short steps to gather that foundation of your event. So step one, I went ahead and pre-filled this out just for time's sake today, is going to be your basic information. So the name of the event, the type of the event, you have a drop down of different types of events, the event start date and time, the event end date and time, the event description. And I suggest keeping this information pretty brief just to get through these first couple steps. We can always add more information, add more content once we get into the dashboard of the event. If you have an event logo, uploading that event logo here, the contact information for the event, the location of the event, and then you have a couple choices on the event visibility. So you can start it in draft mode, you can put it into private mode or public. So the differences between the three: draft mode, if you're planning events, draft mode's a good option. But with draft mode, you're not able to share that URL to colleagues of yours that don't have admin access. So I typically recommend putting it in private mode. What that means is the event's not searchable on your search engines like Google. But if you share that URL for your event site to somebody, they're able to access that and give it a second look to take a look and proofread your event page. And then once you have it in public, obviously it's accessible by the URL, but also it's searchable in the search engines as well. If you want to have donations as part of the event, you're able to turn those on as well. A donation message and starting date, different donate levels, and then it's going to ask a little bit of information on the event history. So once you get past that basic information, you'll then move over to step two, which is building out those tickets. So we have a couple different options. If it's a very simple, basic event, I recommend putting the ticket information in right from the jump here. But some events are a little bit more complex where you have multiple dates and then different ticket options within those dates. So I'll talk a bit here in a bit about our advanced ticket options. But for now, I put in a few different ticket options for this festival event. We have a 3-day weekend pass. We have a Friday pass, a Saturday pass, as well as a Sunday pass. Then I put in the purchase opens, end dates, as well as the pricing. This is also where you can add additional purchase periods as well. So if you want to offer early bird pricing or have price increases throughout the time that the tickets are on sale, you're able to set those up here. Step three is going to be setting up your payment account information or attaching the payment account that you already have set up with us. So if you've used our tools before, whether it be a ticket event you've already set up using TicketSignup, or you've used us on the registration side for a run, walk, ride event, chances are your payment account would already be existing and set up like mine is here, and you can attach that or use existing payment account. But if you're new to use our tools, you'll go through the process to create that new payment account to set up to begin using and selling tickets. It's also going to ask how you would like to handle the processing fees. So all of the tools that we offer, and I probably should have prefaced with this, it's all free to use. There's no subscriptions, there's no setup fees, there's no length of term contracts to use anything that we offer. How we make money as a company is in the processing fees on transactions, but you as the event organizer have the ability to choose how that's handled. So whether you want to absorb that processing fee, if you want to pass that on to your ticket purchasers, which we see more common than not, or more often than not. And then the same with donations. So for this event, I'm going to pass the processing fee, which is $1 plus 6% per transaction, I'm going to pass that on to the ticket purchasers. And for donations, I'm going to absorb that processing fee. Once you complete these 3 steps, hit save and continue, and that's going to take you over to our cover page. And I already got started here on our cover page, just to give you an idea of where you'll get started here. So after the ticket event wizard and those first 3 steps, you then jump into the dashboard, which is where you'll begin customizing and building out this event a little bit more. The only thing that I've done so far on the dashboard, just for time's sake, is I went ahead and I put in a custom color scheme. So I added a fall color scheme already, but I'll show you here. To do that, you can click on those colors, whether it be the background color, the font color, the different tile colors, and you're able to drive down, even down to the exact text color for your event or your organization. I also created, using Canva, I created a banner image that I'll use here and I'll upload in a second. So for those that aren't familiar with Canva, it's just a great tool that we typically recommend for folks if you would like to create a nice looking banner image. They have a lot of nice, easy to use features that you can mock up a nice looking, whether it be a banner image or a logo for your event. The other tool that I use that I can recommend is a color pick. It's like a hex color picker where you can upload an image, whether it be the banner image like I did here. It'll allow you to just scroll over and see the exact text colors. So if you're trying to create that custom color scheme for your event, this is a nice tool to use if you already have a banner image or if you have a logo and you can find those colors to use. So once you add the color scheme, the next thing that I'll do here is some custom wording. So I'll give you an idea of the page, what it looks like right now. So before I turn on the cover page, before I start adding a ton of content, this is how it would look based off of the color scheme they already created. I don't have a banner image yet. I didn't change any of the custom wording. I didn't really add anything, but if you're looking for a simple, easy, just event page, this could be an option. But I typically recommend diving in a little bit deeper and building it out and customizing a little bit more. So the next step I'm going to do is create the custom wording. So what the custom wording is, for example, where it says sign up or events, I can change the way that language shows and displays to your attendees or customers. So for this event, rather than have sign up, I actually prefer to put buy tickets. And then instead of the word event, I'm actually going to change this to ticket and tickets. So I'll go ahead and save that. And if I refresh my page here, you'll see that I have buy tickets now instead of sign up. So again, a nice way to just customize that wording of how those call to action buttons are displayed. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and jump over to the cover page. We talked a little bit about this through the slides, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on this cover page. So by turning on the cover page, most of the customization from here on that event page is going to be done on the cover page option here. So whether it be adding a header banner or adding custom content sections. So I'm going to go ahead and add a header banner. So we'll call this banner. And I'm going to choose an image and take that banner image that I already built out on Canva. We're going to upload this, and I'm going to display this without cropping. So we'll go ahead and save that option. We can refresh our page, and already it looks much better just by having that banner image already uploaded. The next thing that I'm going to do is on the content section. So I'm going to start adding some content here. So the first piece of content that I'd like to add is going to be the event tiles. So we'll call this ticket tiles. And it's going to be a data type. So we'll go ahead and choose event tiles. And then I can also choose the background color for these event tiles. Let's go with color 2. So by doing that, I now added the different ticket options that I have available. The next piece of content that I'll add, I like the way the countdown clock looks and kind of leads to anticipation for the event. So I'll go ahead and hit the plus sign here, and we're going to add a countdown clock. So it gives you a few different options. You can count down to the time that the event starts, count down to the time the event ends, or even put in a custom time. So maybe it's when tickets go on sale, or you can choose your time. I'm going to leave it for the event start time. And the background image, I'm going to go with color 3. So we'll go ahead and refresh the page here. We have a nice looking countdown clock. We have the ticket tiles. We have the banner image. It's coming along pretty well. The next piece that I'll add is I'm actually going to add an image. And I went ahead and saved an image where I took some logos of some sponsors that may be sponsoring this event. And I'm going to upload this sponsor image. And let's make this background color 3 as well. Refresh the page. So now I have a nice looking page where I achieve a few different things. I have a banner image, call to action buttons. I have the ticket tiles with the different ticket options to buy tickets. I have a countdown clock that counts down to the time that the event starts. And I also added our sponsors as well. So from a cover page standpoint, I think I'm pretty set on the cover page. I'm going to switch gears to another feature that we have. So the cover page really handles everything right on this home page, kind of that splash page that you have. We also have a tool called the website builder, and where the website builder comes into play is building out additional sub pages. So for this event, if it's a fall festival where maybe there's some music options, I'm going to create a few different sub pages within this website builder that I think will be helpful for when my attendees come to this event page to help answer all the questions that they have and provide the information that may be relevant for this event. So on the website builder, I'm going to hit this plus sign and I'm going to add a new page. And I'm going to call this page FAQs. So we'll apply this section. And now if I wanted to start building out those frequently asked questions, I can hit this add section and start, adding frequently asked questions that maybe my attendees would want to have answered. So I'm going to save that for now. I don't need to get into too much content in that section, but just show how it displays. The next section that I want to add here is maybe since there's music acts, I'm going to add a section for the bands and check out the band. So rather than adding a new page, I'm going to add a drop down and call this check out the bands. I'm going to apply the settings. And now by adding a drop down, what that does is when I scroll over that section in that menu, I'll have a drop down and I can either list the different bands that are playing. Maybe I add a page for, let's call this one set times. So I can begin to build out the set times for the festival and the bands. And I can also start adding some bands. So we'll go ahead and we got a big get. We'll add Dave Matthews Band as one of the bands playing our TicketSignup festival. Save this, and then I'm going to add one more section here. We'll call this parking information. Save that page. So now you can see how this displays now. So on the top menu, I have the information of the event. I have a section that I built out for FAQs. I also have the check out the bands tile here, where it has the set times and also the different band pages, as well as the parking information. So in about 15 minutes, we went from scratch to a pretty nice looking event page that covers a number of different aspects of the event, gives some details, some information that our attendees would want to see. The last thing that I'm going to do here is I don't want to get too far into the weeds on the different ticket types and ticket options, but I do want to show we have a new feature that's available for these multi-day events is our calendar. So in order to set up our calendar, you'll need to turn on what we call advanced tickets. So advanced tickets is great for events that maybe has multiple days and different ticket options. Right now, I wouldn't need advanced tickets because I have pretty simple tickets. I have a 3-day weekend pass. I have a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday pass where I can just choose the number of tickets that I'd like. But if I wanted to have different options, so maybe Friday has a child ticket as well as an adult ticket, so different options under each of those days, that's where I would want to get into the advanced tickets. So I'm going to go ahead and enable these advanced tickets. What it does then is it takes those tickets from just multiple tickets and it turns them into ticket groups where I can drive down a little bit deeper into those groups. So what I'm going to do is within these ticket groups, I'm going to start editing these ticket groups. So we'll call this one the 3-day weekend pass. We'll do a start time and we'll say the start time to this ticket is going to be October 7th at 12 p.m. and it runs through October 9th at 6 p.m. Let's do our Friday, October 7th. The start time for this is going to be 10/7, 12 p.m. and it's going to end on 10/7. Oops. 6 p.m. because it's only a 1-day ticket. We'll add a Saturday ticket. The same thing with Saturday. It's going to run Saturday 10/8, 2022, 10. This will end at 6. And the last ticket group will be the Sunday. And that ticket group will be open 10/9, 12 p.m. So the start date and end time, this isn't the time when the tickets are available to be purchased. This is the start time and end time for the actual event itself. So for example, Sunday is only going to run on Sunday from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's why I'm setting it up this way. So once I set up those ticket groups, I'll then go into the different tickets. And for example, the 3-day weekend pass, I'm going to create a ticket for adult. And I'm going to create a ticket for child 6 and under. Same thing with Friday. Saturday and Sunday. The last piece here at the tickets before I bring in the calendar feature is I'm going to go into the pricing and be able to price this out. So 3-day weekend pass, let's price this at $50. Child, we'll say it's $25. We'll save that. The $25.10 for the Friday pass. Saturday pass, the same thing. And then lastly, the Sunday. I'm going to go ahead and save. So now, if I view the event page now, you'll notice by turning on those advanced tickets, I have multiple options within each of these ticket groups. So it adds just a little bit more complexity to the events. And if you have multiple ticket options on different days, the advanced tickets is a nice option. But the reason that I wanted to turn on the advanced tickets was to show off one of our new features that I think is really neat and is going to help specifically with some of these multiple day time slotted events like festivals, and that's our calendar feature. So if I wanted to add a ticket calendar rather than the ticket tiles now, within my cover page option, I'll hit the plus sign, and I'm now going to pull over. Oops. Should be a calendar, which is, I believe, is in the data. Ticket event calendar. I'm going to save this. So you can see now for some of these multiple day time slot, multiple option events like a festival, you can pull over a ticket calendar. So for example, if I click on Friday's event, it'll show only the options for Friday. It'll pull in the ticket caps, everything that you would want to see for Friday if I'm planning on attending that event for Friday. So that's all I have to show on the demonstration portion. I hope I was able to show how easy it is to set up a nice looking ticket event, the customization options that are available for you. Before I jump back into the last slide or two, I do want to show a few really nice ticket events, event pages that I think did a really nice job using the cover page option. So I have a few of those pulled up here. The first one is a gala event by Pave. I think they did a really nice job using the cover page, pulling in a custom color scheme, using their banner image, the different ticket options, taking our event tiles to customize and call out some of that information for the event. So a really nice job that they did. Next one that I have pulled up here is the craft beer tasting, Chicago Oktoberfest. Again, a nice job, used a fall color scheme for their fall Oktoberfest event. Used some photos and some custom ticket tiles. We have the Dino Time event. So this is a festival event that runs throughout the months of August and September. So really nice job branding their event page in the color scheme here. They're using our ticket event calendar to show those different options, and then a little bit more information on the event and some of the ticket options and what's included as well. And the last one that I'll show here was an event that was passed, Richmond SPCA Block Party. Aside from just doing a really nice job with the cover page, I think they did a really neat job or great job with those the website builder using our menu options as well to show off the bands, photos, frequently asked questions, as well as highlighting their sponsors here as well. So that is all I have for today. I'm going to turn it over. I think we have Steve on the questions. If there's any questions that came through.
Yeah, great job, Jake. Daniela had asked, what if my event has more than one time slot? For example, a corn maze that has time slots every hour. Absolutely. How would you set that up, Jake?
Yeah, great question. So to do that, I would steer toward the advanced ticket option like I showed. And within those advanced ticket options, you would then build off your group. So if you have, let's say, take this example, you have a Friday, a Saturday, and a Sunday ticket. And within Friday, maybe you have a 12 to 1 p.m., you have a 1 to 2 p.m., a 2 to 3. You would then take those ticket groups, and within those ticket groups, create these tickets for the time slots. That would be my recommendation. We have a number of really good examples that I can certainly send your way, Danielle, that show off how we can do that. And also happy to help if you have questions.
Great. Yeah, those are all the questions. The only question we had in the box, but obviously folks can reach out to you, Jake, right, anytime, and ask anything else. Yeah.
Absolutely. You can reach me at Jake, Jake, at TicketSignup.io. Great. Well, thanks everybody for joining today. I hope this was helpful, and don't hesitate to reach out if we can support or if you have any questions at all. Thanks.